Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
I will always say this, okay? Nobody in their right senses will invoke a rain unless you are ready to dance in the mud. When you, as a young girl, begins to flex muscles with a king as big as the Ooni of Ife, you should know that it's not about, drumming, beating the drum of the dead. It's about being able to dance with the dead. We have gotten a report allegedly that the Ooni of Ife came back from Lagos and insisted that Oletik will go back to her family. And, they said, as a matter of fact, those people who were flexing muscles, telling her that Kabiyesi has no right to do that, she should go and call Kabiyesi before the Oduwa Council and everything, that all of them right now, they started begging. They are begging. And do you know what they are begging for? They are begging for the same thing that they rejected. They are begging that Oletik stays in the Olori mansion. If you have been following what has been going on, since she came into the palace of the Ooni of Ife, that is, if the information we are getting is the truth. There's been this back and forth movement between herself and the Ooni of Ife because basically they have been competing with Olori Naomi. Yeah, what Naomi have, I must have. Who is Naomi? I'm more pretty than Naomi. Like her, she has said it so many times that Naomi cannot even see her back when it comes to beauty and all of that. But because people have not heard her say that directly to Olori Naomi, a lot of people are saying that it is speculation. So a lot of people are saying it is speculation. Who knows if it actually came from her? Like me, I will always say that because, of course, if it's not coming from her mouth, who said it? So right now, when she came into the palace, I don't know, I don't want to bore you with this story anymore, but in the interest of those who are just joining us, from what we heard, if the information is true, is that when she came into the palace, now they gave her a small place where she would stay and fix herself and the children so they can come out for the welcome event. After that, she will move into a well-deserved place that the Ooni of Ife had prepared for the Oloris, okay? And, they prepared a very suitable place there for the Oloris. We have also heard that the quarters is not that far, that is just around the palace, somewhere around the palace there. But what is sweet about it is that there is a great distinction between where they are staying and where Olori Naomi is staying. But what we are hearing also is that she refused, that she cannot stay there, that she wants to stay inside the palace with the Ooni of Ife. That she is the one with the twins. She gave birth to twins for the Ooni of Ife. If there is anybody that should be given priority, should be herself and her kids, not even Olori Naomi. As a matter of fact, she felt like she deserved the royal manor more than Olori Naomi, and she deserved all the beautiful things of life that Olori Naomi is enjoying, right? And that it's not fair after all she gave birth to the children, okay? Now, the bone of contention here is not whether the children are this or not. No, but the problem right now is that from when they started convincing Ooni of Ife to marry all of these plenty wives, they said that Kabiyesi is an African king. He is a young one. He has the right to marry as many wives as possible, and he has the right. It's not by force that the wives will stay with him. He has the right to decide where they will stay. Now, you remember the time when it took Kabiyesi 9 months to start going back to beg Olori Naomi. And it took Kabiyesi marrying all of these women before he realized that he couldn't live without Naomi, and he started going back. But at that time, all the deed had been done, okay? And, Kabiyesi was like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, remember when they were convincing the man, they were saying you are an African king, you have the right to marry as many wives as possible and all of that. Elders were saying it, or Ikpi was saying it, all of them, blah, blah, they were saying it. So right now, the same African king that has the right to marry as many wives as possible, does he not have the right to decide where these women stay? That is the problem. Now, Oletik said, no, she is not staying. Now, Kabiyesi forcefully made them to move her to the Olori mansion before Kabiyesi went for the NBA AGC event, okay? The very day that Kabiyesi left for that AGC event, Oletik, we heard that she moved her things back to the palace, citing instances where the children were crying at night, where the Oloris were bewitching the children. She does not want anything to happen to her children. So when she moved back in, she moved into that small self-contained where they gave her. That is not that she deserved better no matter what, okay? And you know, it would be a thing of shame for Kabiesi's wife to be living in that kind of a place, and Kabiesi doesn't want it. And so she came back there and she stayed. And they said when Kabiesi heard that she had moved in, some people will ask question that, okay, why did they allow her pass through the gate? I don't understand. I don't understand why people ask this kind of question. That lady is the wife to the Ooni of Ife. Whether you like it or not, they married her like they married others, okay? Yes. So you think that if she carries those children and she's driving through the gate, they'll tell her, don't enter, don't enter. Who has the right? You don't know what will offend Ooni of Ife. No matter what, for the respect you have for the Ooni of Ife, you want to have the same respect for her. Now, she moved back in. When Ooni of Ife got the information that she had moved back in, we heard that the Ooni of Ife ordered her them to move her out of that place, that she should leave immediately. Now, the next day, they said when Ooni of Ife came, no, when Ooni of Ife ordered that she should leave, they said she started saying that yes, she's ready to go. But before she goes, she's going to live with the keys to the royal mansion, and she's going to live with the papers to the royal mansion. That should be her reward for giving birth to these beautiful kids for the Ooni of Ife. She's not living empty-handed. Now, when you behave like that, it's almost as if you're flexing muscles with your husband. You don't do that. Not even with a normal man. You don't disrespect. When you do that, it means disrespect, and men don't take it. Not to talk for about a great king like the Ooni of Ife. So now we heard that when the Ooni of Ife came back, Ooni of Ife invited her to come and repeat what she said. When she came, she refused to repeat it before the Ooni of Ife. You know that these women, they can only say whatever they want to say, but when they see the monarch, I don't know, well, they said he is a living deity. They don't say all those things. They don't have the guts. They don't have the nerve to say those things. And that she could not. But meanwhile, everything she was saying, some people were recording, some people were repeating these things before the Ooni of Ife and all of that. So now when Ooni of Ife came, Ooni of Ife said she's going to move. Like she should move. And now when she saw the mood of the Ooni of Ife, she started saying, okay, there's no problem, that she'll move her to the Olori mansion. Ooni said she's not going to the Olori mansion. That she is going to her parents, that she is not going to the Olori mansion. And remember that they said some women had come and they were so upset over her level of disrespect, impunity, and all of that. And Kabiesi said she must go and rest in her family's place. And they said that's where the begging began. Hey, they said this Baba, that I don't know how you can have a niece. You cannot think of anything good for your niece. The only thing you want to think about is to use your niece to make money for profit. They said the Baba has been begging. People have been begging. Everybody, they are begging that Kabiesi should allow her go to the royal mansion. To the Oloris quarters, at least for the sake of the children, so she can stay there and nurse the children and all of that. Kabiesi said no, that she needs to move back to her parents' place. They say the begging that has been going on in Ife, okay? And meanwhile, as people are begging, they say Blow is happy and Ikbe is happy. When you're surrounded with by so many enemies, why make your enemies, laugh at you like this? This is what I don't understand. You know, I've been saying that this girl needs people who will cancel her right. You cannot flex muscle with a man like Kabiesi. That's what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update, but Dela Right, do not forget these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.